Morning all, how you doing? We're back. It's another week. It's another week. Just checking in on the old FPS a minute here. Not doing too bad at the minute. No frame gen. Near enough 60 FPS. Look at that. Right, let's get rid of that because we're not going to obsess over FPS too much today, are we? Gnome is in Twitch, as is Mustang. First time chat, welcome Mustang. Who's over on YouTube? We've got JTS, we've got Philip, we've got Bobby, we've got Alex and Andrew. Can we go to Bristol? I would love to go to Bristol, but today we are, if I can get my thingy to load. Where's my banner gone? Hold on. Hold on. Don't restore. Plan a flight. Load it. Fly now. Hey, there it is. We're going to Turkey. It's a bit of a long old slog today. About a 3-hour flight over to Turkey, part of our Euro Capitals Award. I've been dreading this one, if I'm honest with you, because it's a little bit longer than I would really like for a flight. So 3 hours I start to get a bit twitchy, get a bit bored, but it's alright, we'll do it together. And worst case, we can do Wordle. It'll be fine. Or play Transport Tycoon in Cruise, there's an idea. But yeah, Alex, I would love us to go to Bristol, but today I'm afraid that is not the plan. So we're going to Turkey, Eltak, which is what's it called? Antalya, is it? I've forgotten what the place is called already, to be honest with you. But we're going there anyway, and it's going to be very nice. Ankara, that's where we're going. Ankara. Ins Gaming, how you doing? How's my weekend in the heatwave? Awful. Absolutely dreadful. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. You can't move for it, can you? I really don't enjoy it at all. I know some people love it, but me, not so much. Overcast and drizzle would be my preferred climate. But I realise not everyone shares that view. Stand I'm on Alpha 04 is the stand I'm on today. Oh, Zach, you better. I'll be disappointed in you if you don't. Right, let's get things fired up. We've got an off-blocks time of about 10 AM UK time. So 9 AM Zulu. Let's get the old no smoking lights on. Crew supply, navs to on. Jolly good. Morning, Halo. Halo, are you a Halo player? I hope you are. I love Halo. I really liked Halo Infinite, but no one else did. That was the problem. And thus it died on the vine. Just setting the old AC. Here we go. EDDB to LTAC. That's what we want. So leaving here, we've got a QNH of 1015. What's that dinging at me? Smoke detector fault. Get out. Smoke detector's fine. Morning, Judge. Right, let's get GSX on the go. Load aircraft. Boarding and refueling. Damn. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slog, this one. Flight time is probably going to be in the 3-hour region. But, got to do it. Then we get some good flights after that. Okay, let's just do our flight in it. I'm on the RSAP 3 November. Yeah, so if we go into New Sky, let's resize that window. Here we go. If we go to the awards page, you can see that we've got all these awards going on, and the one we're doing at the moment is the Euro Capitals Award, so Grumpy set all this up for us. This is where we started. We've made our way from Heathrow to Eddie to Iceland to Greenland to the Faroe Islands to where was that? Oslo. Then to Helsinki. Then we made our way to Berlin. Now we've got to go all the way across here to Eltak. Then we go to Athens, then I believe Malta, then Lurth. What's Lurth? Is that Rome? Yes, I think it is. Then basically we're just sort of hopping around. Lots of nice little hops from here on out. There is a bit of a big one from Madrid up to Zurich, but that's going to be the next biggest one, I would have said. And then we end back in... Where do we end? Where do we end? Gatwick. Gatwick. Yeah, it's a bit of a big one there, look. 1,500 miles. But most of them are sort of 1 to 2 hour sort of things, which is my kind of thing. That's my kind of thing, for sure. I get a bit bored with anything much beyond 2 hours. So part of me was like, shall I do a different flight today? And another part of me was just like, you just got to do it. Do it, get it done, move on. And we'll see what happens. Okay. Hey look, YouTube's putting numbers by you. That's a new one. That's a new one. I think that's an engagement feature YouTube emailed me about, saying the most active chatters get like a first, second and third place badge, I think. That's good. It's good to see YouTube doing some stuff. I feel like their live stream efforts have kind of paused recently. Like they could do so much, but they tend to just sort of not. Well done, Tony. Hey, Nourish. Or No Rush, however I'm supposed to say that. Honestly, I must pronounce people's names and usernames so badly. It's one of the worst things about all this Twitch, YouTube streaming. Trying to work out how I should pronounce usernames. Gangu2, thank you for the follow on Twitch. How's it going, Losan? Nightways is in as well. Toad's in on YouTube. It's lighting up. Good. I got yours right. Yeah, well. Yeah, see, Gnome, you've capitalised yours and you've got an underscore between the words. That's what I struggle to do. I struggle to break apart the big word into the individual words, especially if it's not capitalised. It's like my kid yesterday, he's doing about the Greeks in school. And he had to do a piece of homework about Hippocrates. And he asked me to read it through. And I was like, who's Hippocrates? It's just the way my brain read it. And I get that all the time, like when I'm trying to say hello to people. On Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. Mine can't be that bad. No, you're all right, Gabriel. Don't worry. You're okay. This is where you say I've mispronounced your name now. It's not Gabriel, it's Gabrielle. Oh, damn it. Can't win. Now, was this the airport where you got like weird little lumps and bumps here on the apron? I think it might be. But it looks okay from here. How are we doing CPU wise? Limited by GPU at 54 FPS. That's it, guys. I need a 5090. Like and subscribe. Still, we're only like limited by GPU by what? 2 FPS maybe? Maybe? Flight level cheers! I heard that JFK and LAX from INI take a lot of FPS, and I don't know if my computer will handle these sceneries on VATSIM. For comparison, in Frankfurt on VATSIM, in the 777, I have 65 FPS. Maybe you can give me some advice. I have New York, JFK, but I rarely go there. So I wouldn't be able to tell you for sure. To be honest. Without ending what we're doing now and going there. That would be the trouble. There is going to be a video soon, it's in edit, about the 9800X 3D, whether it's worth you guys buying one or not. But yeah, 4K, it would seem we are GPU limited by about, what's the main thread doing there? Sort of 13, 14 milliseconds, GPUs at 17. So it's not by a lot, not really. We'd maybe get just beyond 60. Like, for example, if we take 1,000 milliseconds, because that's a second, and divide by, what's the CPU doing? Like, call it 15. 66 FPS. Whereas we're now 1,000 milliseconds divided by 18 milliseconds, lo and behold, 55.5, which is, you know, roughly, obviously it's bouncing up and down. Got auto FPS running there as well, so that's another thing. No frame gen at the minute. Because with 2K I went from, yeah, I mean you would do with, the thing is with frame gen, like I think a lot of people say like I went from 50 to 150. It's like, yeah, but all those extra frames are fake, so they're not kind of honest to goodness frames, are they? That's the problem. That's the problem. Because what you're actually doing with frame gen is delaying the game engine frames from hitting your eyeballs. Because you imagine you get frame number 1 over here from the game engine, you get frame number 2, which would normally come right after it, but what happens is frame number 2 gets pushed all the way to here, then frame gen generates a load of crap to go in the middle, and it increases your frame counter, and you're like, oh good, I've got more FPS, but actually you've just got like a load of, you know, interpreted fake useless frames in between the 2 game engine frames, which actually contain the data your eyeballs need to successfully land the plane. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it if your base frame rate is high enough. If you're at sort of like, ideally probably 50s, 60s. You might want to think about it a bit. Depends what you mean by lag, because really frame gen in its nature creates lag. Because you have to allow the time for it to compute those generated frames and slot them between the 2 engine frames, which means the next engine frame is delayed of hitting your eyeballs, so that in itself creates lag. If you want to boost your frames, frame gen, yeah, but they're not real frames, are they? So it's like, yeah, if you want to boost your frames, get a better CPU probably. Yes, the frame number is higher, but they're not real frames, are they? That's the trouble. It's like my dad bought a TV ages ago, and he kept saying to me, it looks weird. I don't know what it is. This new telly, it looks weird. And of course he had all this like motion smoothing technology stuff going on. And that was the TV, you know, taking frame number 1, frame number 2, delaying frame number 2 and generating a load of stuff in between to try and interpolate between the 2 frames. And he didn't like it. He's like, it looks weird, it looks clunky, it looks unnatural, and he got rid of it, and it's like, yeah, that looks better again. Yeah, so I get what you're saying. The game is smoother, but there's a difference. The game looks smoother, the game won't feel smoother. That's the thing, because your joystick inputs, if you've got 30 FPS and you turn on frame gen and that gets you to 60 or 90 or whatever it does, your joystick inputs and all your controls are still being sampled at 30 frames a second. So while it will appear smoother, it won't necessarily feel smoother. Like, I would never, ever, ever use it in a competitive, like, first-person shooter. No way. No way. Because I don't want anything messing with me and my mouse movements, to be honest. The sim, I can sort of tolerate it to a point, but I think people get a bit carried away with what it is and what it isn't. That's my problem with it. If you have a good enough GPU, the frames will look identical almost to the real ones. Yeah, but there's no new information coming from the game engine, is there? That's the problem. Like, I want actual information from the simulation to hit my eyeballs. I don't want interpreted sort of gobbledygook. That's my issue with it. Like, I'll accept frame gen. I don't mind it. Like right now, you know, I'm at like 50, 60. If I was getting 110 to 120, I'd be like, okay, fine. But in my mind, they wouldn't be real frames. I wouldn't feel like I'm actually getting 120 FPS, because I'm not. It's bollocks, you're just not. It's nice, it's a frame smoothing technology. That's what I would call it. And if it smooths out your frames a bit and it makes you feel good, good, that's fine. And I would enjoy it for that too. But to kind of sit there and believe that actually you're getting more frames, like, you're not. You're just getting fake frames in the middle of your actual frames. It will make it appear smoother. Therefore, I think they should call it frame smoothing, not frame generation. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. How are we doing? 127 people boarded. Not bad. No sign of any cargo yet. That's probably because fuel is just finishing up, are they? Yeah, and cargo's just arrived. Lovely jubbly. Do I use lossless scaling? I have done. I have done. Although if you've got like an NVIDIA GPU and you're dead set on frame gen, NVIDIA's the best version of it. To be honest. Like the AMD one is good. But it's alright. It's good, but it's yeah. Given the choice, I would take an NVIDIA solution over other stuff, to be honest. Oh, hello. Eurowings is off. Are they off, or are they... Oh, got a queue. How long's the flight? It is going to be quite long today. It's going to be a good 3-hour affair. Which I'm kind of dreading. How long do they reckon it is? ETE 239. Okay, so it's not going to be too bad. Let's do a bit of work in here. Now we finished arguing about frame gen. It does bother me though. Like, it really does bother me because, like, you know, the strength of opinions I was getting from you guys then, that's fine, you're entitled to them. But it does make me just worry about the power that NVIDIA has with their marketing. Like, it really does. Because they just tell people, your FPS has got higher. It's like, yeah, but it sort of hasn't though, has it? Like, they're not useful frames. They contain no new information, and you're just delaying the frame with the stuff getting to me. So I don't know. I don't know, man. What's my call sign? X-ray November Oscar. I've already typed that, you idiot. 3-3 Echo. Frame smoothing. That's what it is. And if you want your frames to be smoothed, go for it. But don't be thinking they're actual frames, because they're not. NVIDIA are a bunch of bastard liars. It's like when the 50 series came out, they were like, 4 times on their graphs, like you had like the little bar here and then a big fat bar with their multi-frame gen. It's like, yeah, okay, so you've just tripled the frame gen, I guess. So we've got more fake frames, I see. How about some actual real frames? Could we maybe have a graph that has more of them? It's like, no, it's easier to do it with AI and then just fool everyone with marketing. It's like, great, got it, thanks. Amazing. So we're just stuck with this shit now, are we, for the next few generations? Love it. 2-4 left departure. What am I on? The RSAP 3 November. What's going on here then? 2-4 left. Why can't I click wind uplink exists? What? Let's insert the wind. Thank you. Right, try this again. Insert that. Lovely jubbly. How am I feeling about the CPU upgrade, Jeds? Yeah, great. It's good. It's not the silver bullet I think sometimes it's purported to be, but it's good.
Eurowings for Mike. We'll line up and take the runway 24 right.
I would hope a 16 gig card would be enough for 1080p. But this is the flight sim we're talking about. I mean, it's a bad job if it's not, isn't it, really? A really bad job. Alright, arriving into 03 right on the ILS Victor on the Yavru 1 Romeo, I think. God blimey. That's a big long list. And we're going to go via Tiari. Is that how you say that? Do I think the Ryzen 9 9950X3D or 9800X3D is better for simming? I think if you're willing to use something like Process Lasso, you could maybe make good use of the 9950X3D in that you could force the sim to operate on 8 cores with the Vcache and everything else on Windows, any browser tabs, whatever, go on the other non-Vcache chiplets. Gabriel says the biggest problem with our newest technology, the games and programs are becoming so advanced and needy, we simply aren't ready to keep up. Just look at Flight Sim 24. Yeah, and also I'm worried that there's a culture now in the game dev industry of like, oh, don't worry, just turn frame gen on. No need to optimize. Do you know what I mean? Right. Are we loaded? Have we not had a ding yet? Someone's got an open mic. Someone's got an open mic.
Not me.
Hey, there we go, we're loaded.
Third in traffic, easy 3 Mike Alpha, radio check.
5/5. Someone definitely has a really bad open mic. Ah, that's better. Right, I'm doing 2-4 left. A lot of people seem to be doing 2-4 right. I wonder why that is. Never mind, we'll do 2-4 right. Left even. Good. Send that to the MCDU. 5 minutes to departure. We're doing well. Let's get the APU fired, actually. I'm trying the new version of New Sky today as well, because apparently they've done an update where the non-beta version is now compatible with Flight Sim 24. So that's good. Oof. Now, where am I going to want to go? I'm going to want to face to the west and then probably taxi Foxtrot, then Victor Charlie, and Alpha. I can write that down. Oh no, it's back. For heaven's sake. Are there any altitude restrictions? No, there are not. 350 in the window it is. Just waiting on that green light. Seatbelts on. Get the beacon on. Yeah, still going 2-4 left. Don't worry too much about finished products. Patch them on day 1. Yeah, that's a big problem though, isn't it? I do think that is genuinely a culture. Imagine like when PlayStation 1 was out and PlayStation 2 and Xbox original, and they had to ship a game that worked on the disc because there was no patching architecture. Like what you bought had to work, and if it didn't work, You know what I mean? That was a different time.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So 2 hours 42, it reckons. God, it's going to be a long old slog, isn't it?
Locking gear.
Good.
Berlin traffic, CDL 3 Whiskey Yankee.
Morning, Mr. Ben.
Bravo 04 on to Victor 2 facing south.
How's it going, Brandon? Did I give the 5800X 3D a good send-off? I still got it, Magnum. I still got it. I've chucked it in another case, and I've got a PC in the house now that I'm using for editing and things like that when I'm inside. Because it's not always easy to get out here. Like, for example, Thursday night, Wednesday, Thursday night this week, I've got to be in the house because my wife's busy. She's out doing stuff. That puts me on kid duty, which means I cannot get to the shed because I can't just leave them in the house and come out to the shed. That would be crazy. But instead, I can now sit in the house and do some editing on the PC and maybe play half an hour of Doom: The Dark Ages, which is amazing. Very much enjoying it. Ah, right. Alex, is that you saying you were going to push back then or not? Was that someone else entirely? No, it was over there, I think. Berlin traffic, Air 033 Echo stand 04 Alpha, pushing back onto Foxtrot facing west. Berlin traffic. Continue push back. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Help if I turn the APU bleed on, wouldn't it? Aha. Thank you, New Sky.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features.
So I think that 10 gig of VRAM is okay for the Phoenix. Ooh, I don't know. I wouldn't like to say.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I mean, I found that 16 wasn't. What plane is this? Phoenix A320.
illuminated signs and crew instructions including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains
Berlin traffic, easy 3 Mike Alpha behind the pushing back A320. When they've moved, we will push back stand 05.
emergency.
We best get a wriggle on. Morning, Terry. Did I steal a plane cockpit? No, sadly not. Okay, engine number 2.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. Now, what was our trim? Down 0.2. 2. Lovely. Cheers, Buzzben.
Gear.
Or Busben, I should say. Maybe I should. I don't know. Refer to my original conversation about mispronouncing names. Lefty, thank you.
Tow truck
He's
disconnected.
just a millionaire. I wish I was a millionaire, Vic. Sadly, I'm not. I'm just an idiot on YouTube that spends too much money on flight sim
Right
gear.
is clear.
Okay, auto brakes to max. Check in with the cabin. Engines all started, AP bleed off. And we are cooking. Berlin traffic Air 03, Echo taxiing to runway 24 left via Foxtrot, Victor Charlie and Alpha. Get out of Alex's way.
In traffic CDR 3, Whiskey Yankee taxi 24 left via Victor 2 and Mike 7.
Berlin traffic, EC3 Mike Alpha is pushing back stand 05 Alpha onto Foxtrot facing south.
What pedals have I got? I've got the Logitech ones. They're not very good though, to be honest. They're okay for 100 quid, but having used some Thrustmaster TPRs, I can't unfeel how good they felt. Let's put it that way. What is going on with my levers here, look? Why are they doing that? What is going on? Not loving that at all. Something weird's going on in my throttles. It's not a dumb question at all, don't worry. Do I have 2 gaming PCs? I've got a streaming PC in here that does the stream, only because it was taking too much resources on the gaming PC to do the game and the stream. And when I say stream, I mean stream to YouTube vertical, stream to... because that seemed to push it over the edge slightly. Surprise Flight Sim 24 does not use more system RAM for pre-caching. Yeah, that makes sense, wouldn't it? I think I might need to recalibrate my throttles. Keep dropping my notepad. I'm going to put it there. I was wondering, as you said, I played Doom Eternal. Doom. Yeah.
In traffic CDR 3, Whiskey Yankee departing to 24 left.
What equipment do I have to move my sight around the cockpit? I've got a Tobii Eye Tracker 5. Like I should probably go to the right here, given that I'm on the
Berlin
continent.
traffic, EC3 Mike Alpha is taxiing to runway 24 left via Foxtrot, Victor Charlie, Victor 2 Alpha, and holding short runway 24 left via Mike 8.
Do Victor 2. Go this way. Never tried Turtle Beach stuff. Yeah, so I used to do all my gaming, Eric, out here as well. And I still do to a point. Because I've got another monitor 90 degrees to my left. That's like a Dell 27-inch 165 hertz, yada yada yada. So simming's done over here. Actual gaming's done over there. Off of the same simming PC. My throttles are being very weird. I don't trust them, to be honest. Oh, Roy, thank you very much indeed. 3 months. Damn.
Traffic, Sun Express 749, push to start, Alpha 06, Berlin.
Thank you, Roy. That's awesome, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're well. Very good morning to you too. Look, what's it doing? If I move my throttles, look. It just wants to go to up there all the time. It's weird. That's weird. Every time you hear that click, that's it doing that weird thing. Tempted to recalibrate my throttles when I get to the holding point, to be honest with you. Unless my throttles are dead. That wouldn't be good, would it? Mind you, they don't owe me anything. I've had them since, like, before the channel started. And they've had their use, haven't they? Let's be real. They've been used. Used and abused. Do I use additional software? Yeah, loads of it. Loads and loads of it. Planes, scenery, pushback, ground services, software to drive this stuff, software to drive my stick, software spad.next to drive all my other hardware. It goes on and on. Do I have ATC software? Well, we're using VATSIM, so... I don't suppose anyone could do me a favour and send me a DM on VATSIM. See if we get a beep beep beep, because I changed my audio settings because I'm aware that it comes through really loud. Oh, Grumpy's here. Grumpy, you need to change your username to Grumpy in YouTube. It's very confusing calling you Grumpy. And then you appear as Wasp. Alrighty. Homeless boy, cheers. Everyone's subbing on YouTube. Cheers, millionaire. Berlin traffic, Air 33 Echo holding Mike 8. Just going to calibrate our throttles. Let's have a quick look. You do it through here, don't you, I think. Where do we go? Config. Controls. Max reverse. Idle reverse. Idle. Hopefully that'll fix it. Maybe it will. Alright, anything on final? No, there is not. A Berlin traffic, Air Not 33 Echo lining up 24 left for a RSAP 3 November departure, Berlin traffic. Right, strobes on. Predictive wind shear on. Start the clock. Nav lights are on.
Traffic Sun Express 749 taxiing to 24 left via Alpha 06 Berlin.
Congrats on the 400 hours mark in VATSIM. I had no idea. Damn. I still feel like the new boy. Not sure that feeling will ever go away again. It says 2.5 left on the scenery though. That's weird. Berlin traffic, Air Not 33 Echo taking off 24 left on the RSAP 3 November departure. Berlin traffic.
Berlin traffic, EC3 Mike Alpha is lining up behind the departing Air Not A320 and lining up and waiting 24 left.
Okay, SRS green, Manflex 67. Throttles are in their gates, that's always good. Although I can hear them clicking. Yeah, they're moving. Toga. Screw it, we've got to get out of here. What's going on? Okay, V1. Rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Don't like this. Don't like these throttles giving me jip. Berlin traffic, Air Not 33 Echo, airborne out of 24 left, passing 1,500 feet. Berlin traffic. Now it says my levers are asymmetrical.
Berlin traffic, EZ3 Mike Alpha is departing runway 24 left on the RSNAP 3 November departure.
Something's up, isn't it? Yeah, runway markings do say 25 left, but on Navigraph it says 24, and on SimBrief it says 24. Most bizarre. You been flying today, Wasp, or no? Morning, David. Hey, Loco, how you doing? Haven't seen you in ages. Well, it feels like I haven't seen you in ages. I probably have seen you recently, but you know what I mean. This weather is a bit grim, isn't it?
And Berlin traffic, easy 3 Mike Alpha, departure runway 25 left, and on the Arsenal 3 November departure, passing 2000.
Why are my levers asymmetrical again? They shouldn't be. The hell, man. That's big. Weird.
Berlin traffic, Sun Express 749, immediate departure, runway 24 left, departing to the west. Berlin.
DIY. Damn. Time to get the Skalaki for... Oh, man. I think that's the one that Hanny had at Gatwick. Infinity Simwings. That was unbelievable. Like, the weight in that thing. Like... God. Yeah, that'd be incredible. Okay, so we'll hand fly as much as we can. 10,000 feet coming up. Let's just straighten ourselves up. Right. Time for the autopilot. I've got a funny feeling that it might be Spad.next playing up. I got a funny feeling it could be that. Either that or like the little, measurer thing is knackered inside my throttle. That could be the other thing. I'd like a VC10.
Berlin traffic, easy 3 Mike Alpha is climbing flight level 350, passing 10,000 on the Arsenal 3 November departure, and we're at speed 220 now.
Yeah, we'll see if they hold. I mean, at the minute, they're doing alright. But literally, if I just so much as... See what I mean? Yes. Do I need to put in a bigger thing? Like a bigger dead zone? 2%. Let's give it 5%.
Berlin traffic, Sun Express 749, clear of your airspace, Berlin.
And Berlin traffic, Air 033 Echo, passing flight level 130, speed 300 knots on the RSAP 3 November departure. Almost choked. Pitchy, we have a Discord, but it's members only, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my throttles. That's slightly concerning. Slightly concerning. What DIY is going on then, Wasp? What are you building? So, back to our flight plan then. We're expected into LTAC at 1 PM. Oof. That's over 2 hours and 40 minutes away. Right, I'm going in the house now to play Doom Eternal. Or Doom the Dark Ages. I'll see you when we get there. Imagine if I actually did that. That'd suck for you guys, wouldn't it? Living room complete, redecorating and building a TV wall. Damn! A media wall. Is that so you can hide all the cables? I did that. It's totally worth it. Totally worth it. I made like a little fake chimney breast thing to hang the TV on. And all the cables are just in there. Never ever to be seen again. I love it. Rafam, thank you for following on Twitch. How much is the side stick? It's a Moser AB9 for the base, and then a FS Project stick on top. So all in probably £800. My reward for doing it is an 85-inch TV. Oh, I keep trying to convince my wife we need one of those. She's not having it though. I have to keep going with my 50-inch plasma. 1080p. It's a good TV though, that's the trouble. I can see her point. It is a beautiful TV. And it's donkey's years old. But it just sort of won't break. Like, it just keeps going. And until it breaks, then it's yeah, it's hard to justify dropping a load of money on a new thing. You know what I mean? Hey, Kevin. Yes, it is Flight Sim 24. I do think, though, my plasma screen's days are numbered. Only because if the screen is bright white, obviously that means it uses the most power to make a white pixel. If the pixel's dark, then it's basically consuming no power. And if it uses, like, creates white, that's maximum power that it needs, and all the colours in between are a range of that. So if you get a fully white screen, if you listen carefully, you can sort of hear this, like, really faint buzzing sound. And reading into it, what it is, that is cracks in the metal of our power supply that are buzzing when the increased power goes through the power supply, which means eventually those cracks are going to make it go bang. But it hasn't yet. And I started noticing it during the first lockdown of COVID. So what was that, like March 2020? And I remember thinking, like, oh, good. You know, this is it. The TV's going to die. And it hasn't. Like, 5 years later, I'm still here like, God damn it, why wouldn't you die? But, like, we were watching the football on it the other day and stuff, and it's like, it still looks really good for, like, a 12... No, more than that. 14-year-old TV. Still looks really smart. Aha. Thank you, whoever that was. Because now I know that my notification's working. Was that too loud, by the way, that VATSIM notification? I know that some of you were complaining that it was too loud, and rightfully so. I've turned, I think it was my gaming PC and my streaming PC were both playing the sound at the same time. I mean, it should be loud. But still quite loud, okay. Bollocks. Damn it. Did I also have a look at throttle tech? Oh wait, you're talking to Mr. Mint. But I'll join in anyway with that conversation. I'll just gate crash your conversation. I have looked, but I don't know, it's hard for me to justify spending that amount. Oh, hello, Wasp, what have you done? You gifted a membership. Cheers, Wasp. To Edwin. Edwin, you lucky thing. Oh, I don't know how to make it quieter then. Okay. I get it, everyone. It was loud. Fine. Romeo Kilo. Neighbours banging on the wall. Mercilessly loud, says Ed. Alright, I'll turn it up for you. See how you like that. Oh, well. I really am sort of out of ideas then on how to turn that down. Favourite plane? Either A320 or 73, probably. I do enjoy the 777 freighter. How much in MDF did you see the stick base cost? About 50 quid from Wix. There is a video on the YouTube, Alex, where I show you how I made it. Let the kids loose on the Nintendo Wii without the wrist straps. Yeah, I remember that website. When the Wii came out, there's a website called We Have a Problem, and it's basically pictures of everyone's smashed TVs. El Tak is Ankara or Turkey. Correct. Yep. I recommend it, Alex. I really do recommend making a pedestal for your stick. Such as this. If I move my leg out of the way, you can kind of see it a bit more. It's just kind of here. Problem I was having, as I said in the video and many times before on stream, when I was flying, I had to have my hand out here. And it was all at a funny angle, and when I would pull back, I would pull to the right. It was really annoying, and then I'd end up drifting to the right of the runway. Then Hanny from Infinity Simwings up at Gatwick got in touch and said, yeah, would you fancy coming up to try the new sim that we've built? And I was like, yeah. And we kind of got chatting on Discord before I went, and I was sort of saying I'm really intrigued to try yours, because his is like a you know, 1-to-1 scale replica of the A320, and I explained that I kept pulling right when I flare, and he took a look at my setup and he was like, yeah, I can see exactly what's going on here. Like, your stick's in the wrong place, your arm's at a funny angle, like it's all wrong, like ergonomically. That's why you're doing it. It's not that, you know, it's not that you suck, although I probably do. It's just that your setup's wrong. He said, wait until you jump into mine, and you'll see what I mean. And yeah, obviously jumped into his, and the stick was obviously much further to the left, at the right height for my arm, and it was just absolutely wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So I came back thinking, like, I'm gonna have to build something, aren't I? Some sort of pedestal, some sort of thing. It's been very good. System sounds. Turn down the application sounds there. Where's my mouse gone? Let's have a look. Maybe I can do it within here. Trouble is, I also need to be able to hear VATSIM. That's the problem. If I turn down VATSIM, I also turn down the audio I hear from it. That's the problem. Tony, if you're still there, you send me another DM. Cover your ears, everyone. God, what have I done? Oh, that's better. Is that better? How was that? Miles better. Oh god, everyone's going to start. No, everyone shut up, pinging me on Discord. Right, now the next test will be if the audio is still hearable. Air not 3-3 Echo, radio check.
Readability 5 by 5.
Okay. Could you hear that? Could you hear the response? I could. But I don't know whether the audio was therefore lower for you, therefore you couldn't hear the voice.
The response is very quiet.
Shit. Perfectly fine. Philip says it's alright. We'll wait for someone else to say something and look on the meters. ATC is quiet. Yeah, that's the problem. So yeah, I've turned it down, but then I've also turned down the volume of the people talking as well. Ah! Morning, Rob. Right, what can I do to fix this? Oh shit, sorry. Right, Tony, I'm going to need you again in a minute. Hang on. Okay, I've turned up the volume in VPilot. But I don't know if that's going to make the beep 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 loud as well. I don't know whether the two are mixed. Tony, could you do the honours? Can I make a trip inside the plane? Not at the minute, we're trying to fix audio stuff, sorry. Okay, the beep 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 was fine. No ATIS frequency. Yeah, I should probably tune ATIS actually. Okay, the beep beep beeps are fine. Let me tune an ATIS. 124325. Let's do VHF2. What was it? 124325.
ILS approach runway 15, runway 15, use 15. For landing 23. For takeoff, transition level 60 when passing 2000. Contact frame and radar on frequency 126.325. Wind 240 degrees, 12 knots variable between 200 and
How's that?
0 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers, light showers of rain clouds. Scattered 2,100 feet. Scattered 2,800 feet.
What about that?
Temperature 18, 2.14 QNH 1015. Recent showers of rain. Information Charlie. Out. Hamburg information Charlie. Met report time 0850 Zulu. Automated weather message. Expect ILS approach runway 15, runway in use 15. For landing 23. For takeoff. Transition level 60 when passing 2,000 feet. Contact frame and radar on frequency 126.325. Wind 240 degrees.
Is that good?
12 knots variable between 200 and 280 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers. Light showers.
Alright, I'm going to do something really weird.
Scattered 2,100 feet.
Yeah, I mean the transmit's really crap as well.
Temperature 18, 2.14 QNH 1015.
Let's see if we can find a better one.
Showers of rain. Information Charlie. Out.
1, 2, 3.
Hamburg information Charlie. Met report time 0850 Zulu. Automated weather message. Expect ILS. View at 2,200 feet. Scattered 3,600 feet. Broken 4,300 feet. Temperature 2.17 QNH 1016 hectopascals. Recent showers of rain. Trend temporary. Wind 300 degrees 15 knots. Gust 30 knots. Visibility 4,000.
Alright, let's go back to VHF1. Okay, I'm going to do one last radio check, if anyone would be kind enough to respond. Air 033 Echo radio check. Blow our ears out, couldn't it? The balance between the beep and the chatter is not in balance yet. How so, Roy? Which one's lower? Air 033 Echo radio check.
555.
That, to me, I think might have been a bit too loud. That's very good, was it? Because I saw it went into the red on my meters on OBS. Philip, not sure yet. It might be that we don't have time for an awful lot because it's going to be a long old drag down to Turkey. That was good for you. All right, well we'll try it. And maybe as we get ATC, it's something we can adjust. Oh my god, I've just realized I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Hang on. I've got it all turned down in bloody OBS, that's why. Oh, I'm so stupid. Right. Tony, could you do me the honours of sending another message? Oh, nice one, lot. That sounded right to me. Let me know what the ATIS is like now.
Left and 26 right. Transition level 60. Wind 310 degrees 7 knots. Variable between 270 and 340 degrees. Visibility more than 10 kilometers. Light shower. Hours of rain clouds. View at 2,000.
Beat good, ATIS good.
Scattered 3,600 feet. Broken 4,300 feet. Temperature 2.17 QNH 1016 hectopascals. Recent showers of rain trend temporary. Wind 300 degrees 15 knots. Gust 30 knots.
Yeah, let's do one last radio check. Air 033 Echo radio check.
555.
Oh, that was like right red into the meters then. That was almost too loud. Sound alright to you? Yeah, that went right into the red. That was way too loud. Is that too loud for you guys? Fine here, says Tony. That will say positive. Sounded like a megaphone. Alright, I can dial it back a little bit in OBS. I'll take it down to like 6 dB. It's loud. Okay. So what it was, I've got a little slider in OBS where I can sort of attenuate the volume. I've just taken it down by 10 decibels. So we'll see. But I think the problem for the most part is solved then with the beep beep beeps. We can sort the volume out as we go. Nice, thanks everybody. Thanks for sorting out my computer problems. Your mic is in the green. Okay, fine, yes, I need to dial it down a bit. That's alright. See, this is how you pass the time in cruise. You sort out all of your stuff. Do I have an external mixer or via software? So it's really weird, Roy. I've got a Go XLR Mini, just there. And I've got VPilot on a fader, but then that only seems to impact the volume that I hear it at, the fader. The OBS still reads it as if it's like not affected by the fader. It just reads it raw out of the application, which is really weird. Will I get the WinWing Airbus throttle? I don't know. I'd love to see what people think about it. I'd be tempted to get one to try it. Oh, is the wife not able to fix my tech issues? No. Not that she'd be a lot good. I normally have to fix her tech issues. Jolly good. Right, where are we? This has got to be us, right? That's me, I think. Yeah. We've got a long old way to go. A long way to go. This is where we're going. LTAC. So we're going to be going over... We're currently over Poland. Then Slovakia, then Romania. Then over the Black Sea. Then into Turkey. No one wants all the WinWing stuff. Don't blame you. Does look very cool. I just hope that they can sort of live up to the promise, if you know what I mean. That's my only concern. That's my only concern. Because I've seen a couple of people that are like, I had this issue with my Ursa minor stick, and they just basically went, no. And I'm like, what? One of which, yeah, you think, oh, that's just something that you hear about one rando complaining on Reddit or Facebook, and then lo and behold, someone in my Discord's like, yep, I reached out to them and basically got shoved away with a broken this out of the other. That's my main concern. I hope that they cut that shit out, to be honest, if it is what they're doing, and you know, start delivering some good customer service, because that could be the very thing that takes them down. That could be the thing. And that's what worries me, is that you're going to get, you know, creators potentially like me that get sent one and we're like, yeah, bloody hell, it's amazing. But then on the other side of it, all the people that then go out and buy it on the strength of that, and if there are quality issues and if it's not seen to properly by customer service, that can get messy. That can get messy. So that'd be my only concern. I hope that I'm wrong in saying all of that. I hope that the things that I've heard are isolated incidents, and I don't know. I'm not there. I can't tell you. Morning, Chris. My FCU went wrong. I sent them a DM online, and within a week they'd sent me spare parts and a PDF on how to replace. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's what you want to hear. That's good stuff. I mean, it's difficult being in customer service, because eventually you're going to piss off somebody. Like, even if you're really amazing all the time, like, you know, sooner or later somebody's going to not like your solution. Yeah, I just like all this stuff. It seems so good and so cheap, and there's part of me that's like, is it too good to be true? I really hope it's not. I really hope it's as good as it looks and as good as they say it is, and that it all lives up to it. I really, really hope that. Because if it does, I'm rooting for him. I subbed and liked the video. Cheers. Yes, if everyone could hit the like button, that would help tremendously on whatever platform you're on. Selling tech is difficult. Yep. The instances I've heard about, though, were a bit worrisome. That's kind of what just gives me a little bit of like about it, you know. Yeah, I mean, Romeo Kilo, I say I've worked in tech support.
EZ3 Mike Alpha out the cockpit for around 15 minutes.
Having worked in tech support, kind of on the retail side of it as well at points, you know, people that have bought computers that then come back to you saying my computer don't work. It's difficult selling tech because they get so angry. This computer you sold me is a load of rubbish. Doesn't do what you said it would do. It's like, well, it is doing what it should be doing. You just don't know how to use it. And that's a really difficult conversation to have with somebody, because you don't want to tell somebody they're stupid. Well, sometimes you really do want to tell them they're stupid, but you shouldn't tell them that they're stupid. And they just don't get it. Like, there's a guy that I know, he sold a computer to somebody on like Facebook Marketplace or something, and the guy who bought it off of him just couldn't use it, and he was on the phone to him every day. Like, the computer you sold me, it doesn't work. And he was really good. He was like, okay, bring it round, I'll have a look at it. Brings it round, it's fine. It turned out he was plugging the HDMI cable into the motherboard, not the graphics card, that sort of thing. So he explained it to him. He goes, you mustn't plug it in this one, you've got to plug it in the graphics card one. Yep, okay, got it. Gets it home, phone's back, computer's not working. It's like, oh, okay. Have you plugged it in the right HDMI port? Oh yeah. Alright, I'll come round. Gets round there. HDMI in the motherboard port. So, in the end, it's like, he gave him his money back. It's just like, you're just not... He's like, I'm really sorry. I don't know how to say this without offending you, but you're just not smart enough to operate a computer, and I feel bad having sold it to you, because you're never going to be able to use this properly. Here's your money back. Give me the computer. Go our own ways. I'll sell it to someone else. Like, you just can't... Some people just can't. It sounds awful saying that, but having worked in consumer-facing IT tech support, believe me when I say some people just can't. It's one of them just straight up admitted it. They said, "Oh, it's like giving a gun to a monkey. Like, just keep him away from me. Keep it away from me." If I didn't have the Bravo and a lot of custom attachments to it, then yes. Based on feel and price, totally would buy it. You can take a horse to water, indeed. What's my favourite airport to visit in the sim? I quite like Gatwick. Gatwick feels like home. Hey, you Delta Swiss? Can't remember if I said hello to you already. Please show the overhead controls. There they are. Yeah, fingers crossed for Windwing. I hope it's as good as it looks. I really do. Just the prices. Like, how are they doing it so cheap? Like, how on earth are they doing it so cheap? I feel like I've got quite a good mental model in my mind, actually, of how the throttles at Gatwick felt when I went in the Infinity Wings simulator. And that was a Skalaki one, I believe. Can't be 100% sure, but I think it probably was. And that just felt so flipping solid. I remember just trying to taxi out onto the runway and just like pushing against these throttles. And obviously because of the weight of them and the range of movement, it was like so beautiful to move it. You could really get the power just where you wanted it. So I feel like I've got quite a good mental model in my mind of what that should feel like. And if Windwing, obviously want to get my hands on their throttle unit, if I ever get my hands on their throttle unit, I think I can do a good comparison in my mind. That's my plan anyway. Am I liking the side stick pedestal? Love it. So glad I built it. It was a pain in the backside to build. I'm sure the video made it all look very simple, but it was like days and days of work. Impacted the channel's output massively, but it was absolutely worth it. Particularly really glad of the 3D printer being able to get the base mounted in as well. So that's super cool. Stop saying the Scalarchy one is so good. It flipping is. I mean, I don't even know how much it is. It's got to be in the thousands though, right? If you had to fly a plane in an emergency, both pilots are dead, would I be able to? Don't know. Probably just set up the MCDU and press the approach button and get the plane to land itself, to be quite honest. Try and dispense of the heroics and just, you know, let the plane do it. Because it's totally capable. Probably the best thing I could do in that situation is as little as possible. Just under 3k with the fully motorised trim wheel and the detents. Oh, wow. Even in real life, the weight of the throttles varies between A320s. Really? Is that like an age thing? I suppose there is going to be some variance, isn't there? Gnome says it's either how are they doing it so cheap, I guess large production runs, or it's a realisation moment that the likes of Cockpit Sim or PU Air Korea have been massively overcharging, probably a case of both. Yeah, I think with PU Air Korea, they are very much like a very small volume manufacturer, aren't they? I get the impression that they are deeply involved in making these things themselves, rather than just chucking in an order to a factory somewhere, you know? Oh, it came close, Romeo Kilo. I nearly put that circular saw through my garden table thing. I need to do something about that garden table. You might have noticed in the video, it's like this grey colour. I bought some like garden paint and sanded it down and painted it, and it's already cracking. It's only been like a month. Only slightly. There's a check we have to do with a push-pull gauge to check the amount of pounds of force to move them and the brake force out of the detents. Oh, well, I didn't know that. That's cool. It's a funny thing, isn't it? Because we obsess about the throttles so much as simmers, and then I haven't touched them since we left Berlin, and I won't touch them until we get to Turkey, which is a little bit backwards when you think about it. Tony, can you not tell them that you're busy? Yeah, we're doing important work here. We're flying pretend aeroplanes on the internet. Your guests are they're going to have to wait. Sorry. I don't know. Guests. I was saying to my wife, really, we need to replace the kitchen table so that we've kind of made a name for ourselves for being the ones to come to at Christmas among family members, because we've got a table that extends and we can fit everyone around it. I think we need to get like a little 4-person table that does not extend, and then we just refuse entry at Christmas. That's going to be the new plan. That's a plan. My altitude, 350. Yeah, no more extenders. Where am I flying to? I've forgotten the name of it now. Turkey. What's it called? I've forgotten. I've actually forgotten. Is it Ankara? What's going on down here? This looks busy. Flip it, heck. Is there an event going on? Who are these people? Damn. There's a lot, isn't there? They all go in the same place. They don't seem to be, do they? Ankara, that's where we're going. Here. So we're going to land on 03 right, hopefully vacate, possibly here, and then taxi back to the terminal. We are running scenery for this place that I've not yet visited, nor tried. Unfortunately, I've got two Thrustmaster flight sticks sitting here because of the the pot meter thingy. I know what you mean. It where you go to twist it. Yeah, there is a way to fix that, Roy. There is a way to fix that. Take it to bits. I think it's a wire that's come loose or something, and yeah, YouTube it. There's fixes. Mr. Mint says, couldn't imagine anything worse than all the family coming round at Christmas. Always in the Christmas spirit, me. Yeah. Same. We in years gone by, it always used to be that everyone would come around for lunch and, you know, whatever, we'd hang out, and then they'd sort of go middle of the afternoon, then they'd come back late in the evening, not late, early in the evening, and then stay till late. And last year everyone just sort of said, we're not going to come around in the evening, we'll just come around for lunch. And I was like, actually that's not a bad idea. And it worked really well.
DC3 Mike Alpha is back in the cockpit.
Welcome back. What the hell? My TV just went off. Okay. This is new. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Oh. I hate my life. Why do you hate my trains? Don't know why it did that. Okay, let's kill the sim. I'm going to disconnect from VATSIM. Good job I didn't sell that 4080, isn't it? Don't worry, guys. Right. That was like everything. Both of my gaming monitors went. What will I do? I'm going to restart the flight. Yeah, that's annoying. Two-Tone Murphy is also having issues on the exact same time. Really? It's done it again. Is he having the same issue? The only thing I'm doing is I'm on I've rolled back to Sim Update 2. This is annoying. This not him in real time, not gonna lie. Oh, you're an idiot. Not gonna lie. Right, I'm going to try and boot this in one more time. Damn, why didn't I answer his question? I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of having tech issues right now, so questions will have to wait. You have to wait your turn, buddy. Oh, right. Regarding Sim Update 3, if you opt out of it, you can't go back, probably because of the imminent release. Oh. Yeah, if someone could go and get me a coffee, that would be very nice. Where do I fly? We were flying to Turkey until the sim crashed. So we're going to use New Sky to hopefully... Backup of user config.opt was found, suggesting that this app did not shut down properly last time. If this was due to a Microsoft Flight Simulator crash, it's recommended to use the backup instead, as the existing file may have incorrect settings. Would you like to restore the backup? What do you reckon? Should I restore the backup? Probably should use the backup, I guess. I'm going to go with yes. Strongly recommended I exit Microsoft Flight Simulator immediately. All right. What's the worst that could happen? What I need to do is just make sure that my graphics drivers are... or rather, my tuning settings are not set to default. Yeah, they're customized. We are undervolted, that's the main thing. Right. Process lasso under overclocking is generally more of a pain in the arse than it's worth. It can be, can't it? Yeah, I find like some people in the overclocking community get a little bit irate about things, but no, I haven't updated my drivers recently at all. Only thing I can think of, and this is a really... I heard my air conditioner kick in, and I don't know whether it tried to draw too much power, and my PC just went... Ugh! That, for real, could have been it. But that's the first time this has ever happened. Is the sim not even doing anything now? Undervolt on the GPU. Because without it, it does seem to crash on its own. Sim's not even loading now. Oh, man. This ain't good. Might restart the PC. Hold the line. Had that error pop up 5 minutes into every flight. I underclocked my CPU and GPU slightly and rolled back the drive as it went away. Alright, PC is restarting. I feel like the comic book guy off The Simpsons right now. Off of that Halloween episode. I feel like a missile's coming down to get him. He's just like, oh, I've wasted my life. Right. Freshly rebooted PC. Will the sim load? Let's find out. Let's find out. Well, it's doing something now. That's got to be good. Fast boot. Not sure, Bobby. Haven't checked. Yeah, we'll see if we can restore the flight, David, to get us back where we were, so we don't have to start all over again. My wife told me to stop tinkering with settings because all you do is moan when it stops working. It's almost like they know best, isn't it? I do appreciate how much quicker this loads. Right, let's go to Berlin. Let's get ourselves on the ground, not connected to VATSIM, I hasten to add. Let's go back to our original stand. Buy AMD and find out. That's what someone used to say. I forget who it was. Lovely. Get that head tracking off, because we don't need that right now. Import the flight. Put ourselves to ready. And balance. Load the aircraft instantly. Just quickly just do all this import stuff. Oh man, what a shame. Why is this not coming through? Why isn't my flight plan loading? Why? Any idea? Again. That's annoying. Init request. It's just not doing anything. I feel like I've had this before. Not restarting completely. I'm going to just get the plane set up at the MCDU. Then we'll restore the flight with New Sky. If it's going to let us. En route. Okay, so I still can restore it. That's good. IRS should be aligned because I've set the plane up to its ready state. No, well, they're really not. They're really not, mate. We had a crash. All that in again. Don't know. Right, one more time. Doesn't want to do it, does it? Right, let's just reset everything. Just restart the flight. Oh, this is so annoying. This is not what I wanted to be doing today. Come on, wakey wakey. Okay. Tap to import. Panel state ready. Activate. Load aircraft. Instantly. Yeah, it might have been the engines running, now I think of it. Because my switches were still set, weren't they? Come on. Please do it. Please do it. Keep doing it. I don't know then. Into from EDDB LTAC, isn't it? I still need my flight plan though. It's not. That's what I want. You know what? I'm going to restart and I'm just going to do it all by hand instead of shortcutting it. I think that's probably what it is. Ugh. Right. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Batteries 1, batteries 2. Come on. We'll do it ourselves, we will. Jolly good. ATSU, AOC. There it is. No, this doesn't work. I already am out of ideas. There you go, it works. Man, what a pain in the backside. I'm sure this is doing wonders for my viewership numbers. I don't blame people. Like, if I was watching this, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm going to leave. Because it clearly ain't working, is it? Plane is loaded. Send that to the MCDU. Yeah, I think it's the Phoenix aircraft state, because now it's much happier. LTAC, what are we doing? Wrong one. LS Victor 03 right. On the, what was it? Yav 1 Romeo. IR line in 7 minutes. Right, let's load this again. Let it never be said I'm not persistent. It would have been so easy to have just like rage quit the stream at this point. I'm using SimBrief. Yep. We should probably give it 7 minutes, shouldn't we? To reset itself. Which I make coffee time. I'm going to make some coffee. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, you just have to watch this for a minute. Sorry. Right. I'm back. IR line in 1 minute. Good. I thought, seeing as I had 7 minutes, I'd make some toast as well. Have a little break. Calm myself down. I haven't had any breakfast yet. Okay, let's get our lights configured. No, actually, we don't need our lights configured. So, let's see if this works. If we click the restore flight, what am I going to do? I need to sort out the fuel. Restore last fuel load and 0 fuel weight of the aircraft. Okay. So I need to go 10917. So what does it want? It wants this. I'm confused. I'm just going to click next. Screw it. Please set fuel within the max and min values. Oh, okay. So if I do 8,000, that'll do. That'll do. Right. Restore state. Brilliant. Well, this has worked, hasn't it? What the hell? Why is my autopilot not working? Rats out and everything. None of this is working. Oh, I don't know, guys. This is sucking. Maybe I should have had my engines on before I hit restore. Well, I'm not going to fly all the way to Turkey like this. I'm just going to have to close the flight. Oh god, what's it doing now? Oh, brilliant. Cabin. What's happened now? Has the door opened or something? No effing idea. No idea. I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys. This has all gone a bit pear-shaped, to be honest with you. Only thing I guess we could do is restart the flight again. Yeah, this is all just... I don't know. Some days being a simmer is really, really shit. To be perfectly honest with you. Give it one more go. And then that is it then. I got better things I could be doing with my day, to be honest. Like editing that 9800X 3D video. Okay, we can restart again. No. How do we set it so that it doesn't take 7 minutes to do the navs? There's a setting, isn't there? Where is it? Where is it? Controls. Definitely in here somewhere, isn't it? Anyone know where to go to get it? I could have sworn it was in here. Go to failures. Oh, I don't know. I'm running out of bloody patience with this. Can you tell? I've had enough. There's a certain point when a stream hits the wall and it's like, am I better off just stopping and doing something else in my day? So at least I got my toast. The mouse being over to the right is generally okay, I find. Turn ideas on and off. Alright. Bread's falling to bits. Uh-huh. Thank you. Yeah, it all went a bit wrong, Alex. Off-world's on fire. Don't know what to do without you, Off-world. Streams wouldn't be the same. No, we're not completely restarting. I'm going to try and restore using New Sky. This is not an A321, it's an A320, but very similar. Just a bit shorter.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
What a day.
Illuminated signs and crew instructions.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace. There are 8
Okay, engine 2 started.
Looking here.
We will get there. No, never played with random failures, Nathan. Why are you passing back? Do you have to get New Sky to work? Right, set my fuel to 8,000 again. Why is it saying my gear is not uplocked? What does that even mean? Oh, Christ, here we go. Oh, GSX, not today, you dickhead. Can't be doing a view as well. Brilliant. Right, come on then, GSX, let's play the game, shall we? Right, let's try and restore the flight now, shall we? No, it wants 10,000 in fuel. How's it work that out? No, it just hasn't. No, it hasn't restored my flight. How's it going? Terrible. Flight restored. No, it's not. It's not been restored though, is it? I don't bloody know. Well, terrible. Why? The sim crashed, and now it's either start all over again and burn 2 hours, or try and restore for New Sky. But we've just tried, and it's not. I think New Sky thinks we're at the start. I always have to declare an emergency. Close the flight. Who cares? Alright, executive decision. This is basically turned into the world's biggest shit show of a stream. And I've got a load of video I should probably be editing. And I feel like this stream has probably had its moment, to be fair. So, I'm probably going to call it. I'm going to head on in and get my head down and do some editing on my 9800X 3D performance testing video, which hopefully you'll all enjoy. And I can maybe salvage some of this day, because, yeah, I kind of feel like this stream is a bit of a lost cause at this point. So, with that in mind, I'm going to say my sincerest apologies. It's really not been what I hoped today would be so far, and I will try again another day. Keep your eyes peeled for the 9800X 3D video, though. It's shaping up in the edit like it could be a good one. I'm hoping that you all like it, and hopefully it can give you all a bit of information as to what you can actually expect if you were to upgrade to such a chip. Because I kind of feel like if you were to read Reddit and read Facebook and read around, you would just think it's like some magical chip that's going to solve all your problems. Flight sim will never stutter again. Spoiler alert, it will. So, yeah, hopefully we'll give you a more realistic expectation of what you can get with the chip. I really like it, but I feel like there's just a little bit of a mismatch between what it is and what people think it is. So, yeah. Thanks to, like Ed says, thanks AMD, thanks New Sky, and thanks GSX. Yeah, exactly. These things can't be helped. It's all part of being a streamer, unfortunately. When it goes wrong publicly and in terrific style. But yeah, we're going to have to... I think I'm just going to have to call it, otherwise I'm going to be sat here for 3 hours more, getting progressively more grumpy and getting progressively, or not progressively, any further forward. So, I'll leave this one here. We'll chalk it up as a bad job, and we'll catch up again most likely on Thursday, if not before. Until then, you'll have a good day, and I'm going to go and try and do some editing and make use of what remains of my day. See you all later. Ta-ra.